huge is control technology. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this. How many in this room have their smartphones in their hands right now? Right? Oh, mine's here. Stephanie's is there. Where's yours? Not far, right? So, right? Because it's become, you know, we have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a phone. Right? This is our new appendage. It's always with us. And so, we live in this world where we can be accessible 24 hours a day. But just because you can be accessible doesn't mean you have to be accessible 24 hours a day. And you know what I mean, right? Like, I'll get an email, and then, you know, 15 minutes later, I'll get a follow-up email. Did you get my email? And then a little bit later, did you get it? Yeah, is this in your spam? Because I haven't responded, right? And God forbid I take a day to respond to something, I'm driving somebody literally insane. So I'll give you a little example of how technology intrudes. I was on vacation with my family, and this wasn't working travel because I wasn't travel writing about this trip particular. It was like just a honest to goodness break with my family. So there was no reason for me to be on Twitter or Facebook. I had no notes to take, no obligation to share on Instagram, and yet I had this with me, right? And then that little ding went off, and just like Pavlov's dog, I had to right away, what? You know, I had to go check it, and I opened it up, and there's this harshly worded email to me from this person who had a whole bunch of keyboard courage, and it was like a punch in the gut. So suddenly I'm not on vacation with my family, and I'm not at home either where I can deal with this person. I'm stuck in this weird no man's land, unable to really effectively deal with either. So it was my fault. It wasn't the person's fault who wrote the email. It was my fault for bringing the phone with me at a time it shouldn't have been with me. So remember this, because this is important. Technology has no manners. It cares not for where you are, what you're doing, or who you're with. So you have to be the one with the manners with technology. So you need to set the parameters in your life, and I highly recommend you do, because if you let it, it will take over. So just